Hello, my name is Roy Marshall. I would like to First off, I would like to start this video out by sending up my prayers for the victims in that terrifying tornado that came through and damaged the city, damaged the town. Uh, just like to give my condolences out to those families that went through that tragic event. As far as myself, this is for my self-assessment though. One of the questions is, am I fair-minded? I think I'm pretty fair-minded. Being that being that I kind of look at things from two different points of view. Matter of fact, more than that, to be honest. I always try to get the good and the bad out of every situation, even mine. I'm a total realist with myself, so I feel like it shouldn't be an issue with me being real with someone else. I have no problem with none of my flaws or none of anything like that. So I'm very fair-minded. I'm very logical also. I think for others. I think for myself. I don't sit right there and just be stuck in a little maze or whatever you want to say. I think some folks be stuck in their own little world, but very logical, very fair-minded. I just think that's a good human being. That's two good qualities of a human being logical and being fair-minded. Do I often make unfair assumptions? I would say no. I would say no. Being that I say that because, like I said in the beginning, I'm pretty fair-minded. I have no problem looking at the good and the bad. I do assume things. I do, but not bad things. You know what? I'm gonna take this back. I'm pretty unfair at times. At times. Because I do make assumptions about people that I know nothing about. I just go off of a vibe or seeing how they move because I pay attention to how people move, just coming from the environment that I come from. That's just a trait that you have to have growing up in Chicago, and just that kind of that made me assume a lot of things. A lot of time when you grew up like that, you gotta assume things. You gotta always expect the worst sometimes. So I would say yeah, but I'm working on that. Um, do you fact check for accuracy before you share information? No, I don't. Okay, I'm 50-50. I'm not gonna say I don't. I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50. I say 50, the 50 plus, the 50 positive side for me. Uh, because I'm very in tune with a lot of things that's going on. I like to learn about a lot of things. Most people look at me and they just think sports, or they think this, or they try to judge you, assume things off the way you look, and they don't even know. I read a lot. I play chess. I read a lot of books. I love Animal Planet. I'm super in tune with things that go on outside of the typical stereotyping, whatever. So, do you consider as many points of views as possible before coming to a conclusion? Yes, I do. Like I said in the beginning, I always find the good, the bad, the medium. You know what I'm saying? I'm always figure out the good and the bad. Just because I got a plan for the worst. I'm a plan for the good and I'm a plan for the worst. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Some people say it's negative, a negative way of thinking, but me, honestly, I think it's the real way of thinking. You can't always assume things are going to go right. You have to look at the wrong sides here and there. I don't consider the consequences and implications before I act. I really don't consider them. Sometimes I don't. Um, it is what it is. I understand what not to say and what to say though, and who to say it to and who not to say it to. So I understand positioning. Um, I understand certain things said to such as said to person A might not affect me. Certain things said to person A might not really affect person B. That's just how it is. That's just how it works. Okay. In what ways are you into in what ways are you? I think to sum it all up though, I think I'm very humble. I'm very courageous, empathetic. I have a lots of confidence. I have lots of confidence. I'm very confident. I'm strong about my beliefs. I'm strong about everything I do. Anything and everything I do, I put my all into it. You know what I'm saying? Just I would say my best trait though, and I'm gonna sum it up with this. My best trait will be being a thinker. That's one of my best traits. That's one of my best just that sums me up, being a thinker, and that comes from playing chess. But again, I would like to end this whole video by just saying blessings to those victims and those families. Whoever had anything lost in those tragic events that occurred in the past 2 weeks, I pray for y'all. On top of, I'm praying for everybody's health and stay safe. Thank you. Have a blessed day.